Whether it's trailblazing, arguably the toughest division in boxing, or quite literally rising from the dead after being knocked out cold, the Gypsy King Tyson Fury has submitted himself as the scariest heavyweight in boxing. But why do fighters fear him so much? I mean, how has Fury earned the praise of millions of fans and veterans, with the likes of Evander Holyfield calling him the best fighter in the world? Okay, let's get the obvious out of the way first. Tyson Fury stands at 6 foot 9 inches, 269 pounds, with a whopping 85-inch reach. For all those who don't know much about boxing, being taller immediately gives you an upper hand over your opponent, quite literally. Well, unless you're someone like the Iron Mike Tyson and can really pick your opponent apart by boxing from the inside. A man with a frame like Tyson's immediately takes the cake in the psychological battle too. Imagine a beast like him walking around casually, only to tease you with a little shadow boxing. Jake Paul knows what I'm talking about. You just wouldn't imagine someone of his size to move in the ring the way that he does.
You can't go swimming and not get wet. And I got wet. I got drenched, actually.
It doesn't really matter. Tyson really knows how to use his height to pick his opponents apart. He leans over them, keeping them on the back foot, causing them to panic and make an impulsive decision. And if they somehow try to stay put and be all Floyd Mayweather about it, Tyson will slowly wear them down, depleting their stamina.
At this point, honestly, Ray, how much more can he take? He's down, and it is over. The Gypsy King.
Again, the perfect example of this feat being Deontay Wilder, who will get mentioned quite a lot in this video. Sorry, Deontay. In the third fight against Fury, Deontay was on wobbly legs toward the end of the bout and succumbed to the Gypsy King. If only he had admitted it and not blamed the attire he wore for his ring walk. That was definitely an L. Speed, mobility, and ruthless strength. Fury combines all three of these traits to really give his opponents no chance. I mean, just look at him. Seeing my opponent during training came with a belly like that, I'd be on my PlayStation without a care in the world, which I already do actually, but that's beside the point. The point is that when you think of a conditioned, well-seasoned boxer, you'd probably think of chiseled abs, broad shoulders, and decent biceps. Tyson is the embodiment of don't judge a book by its cover, because just when you're about to turn the first page, it's lights out.
Battled on into round 7. He is a warrior. He will be back. He will be a champion again. But I will say, the King has returned.
Fury is lightning fast when it comes to his reflexes and punches. Bring up any name in the boxing world right now, Tyson's speed will give them a run for their money. Whether it's fighting in orthodox or switching it up at southpaw, whether Muhammad Ali was really that special. Roll the clip of him absolutely humiliating Francesca Pianeta by pulling off the classic Ali corner defense impeccably. But despite the bursting charisma and energy oozing off of Tyson, he's one of the calmest, most intuitive fighters you'll see in the ring. Where you can visibly see opponents panicking, Tyson is already calculating how to dissect them till the last bell of the match.
Distincts are good because everybody trains offense. You have to be able to train defense as well.
This is because of his insane technical ability and footwork. The Brit is easily one of the most exciting fighters to exist right now. Well, exciting for us viewers and nightmare for his opponents. Seriously, he's like Thanos with the Infinity Stones, collecting some of the biggest names to his undefeated record. That's right, Fury currently stands tall, quite literally, with 33 wins and just 1 draw, which may not sound as much if you're coming from another sport, but in the sport of boxing, it's nothing less than a phenomenon. Many have come and many have fallen. Vladimir Klitschko, Dylan White, Deontay Wilder. Each name is revered among the pioneers of the sport, but as the Purple Tyrant would say, they've dreaded it, they've tried to run from it, and yet destiny still arrives. But unlike Thanos, Tyson doesn't plan on riding off into the sunset just yet. He's only getting started. Before all that,
And what a tough man. You know, I was hitting him with shots there that knock anybody else spark out. And he stood up to every one of them. And he was calling me a little bitch in there. He was going, you can...
How did the sunrise look on one of the greatest fighters to ever live? Let's roll it back. December 2008, 20-year-old Tyson Fury stepped foot in the ring. Okay, hold up. Is it me, or does Tyson look like a completely different person with hair? Definitely not a Fury, but a Wade or Bob? Anyways, the statement Fury made in his first fight set the tone for what was to come in the future. Hungarian Bela Giangosi felt the fists of Fury. At the time, Tyson was fighting in the undercard of Carl Froch versus Jean Pascal. It's just bizarre to see the word undercard in the same sentence as Tyson. You just knew as a viewer that you were seeing something out of the ordinary.
Change.
Tyson wooed analysts with his first fight after winning via TKO in just 2 rounds. Talk about making a statement. Little did anyone know that they were witnessing an icon for the future. Every so often comes an athlete who is just so naturally talented that they make everything they do seem effortless, who makes you question the very physics you and I have come to know of. What Lionel Messi is to football, Tyson Fury is to boxing. And unlike most fighters who dazzled everyone in their first fight only to dip, never to be seen again. Kinda like the guy who sang "Somebody That I Used to Know." Where even is he? Tyson made sure he was in the headlines for the next 6 fights.
You little sausage.
I'll jump in the mix as well, Tyson.
Right, we'll have it. Why don't us 3 do a Royal Rumble then?
That's right, all 6 of Tyson's next opponents fell victim to his incredible knockout artistry, all within the first 4 rounds. Fury had no chill from the beginning. Just like any other fighter, Tyson too came with the ambition of winning silverware. After all, the Gypsy King does need a crown. Where most would have to grind for years to get a shot at wearing metal around their wrist, Tyson won his first title pummeling John McDermott after just 8 pro fights. This time, however, the win came off of a decision. Many critics thought John deserved to have his hand raised at the end of it. If there's one thing you should know about Fury, it's that he hates being called a fluke. The Furious One hushed all the naysayers by facing McDermott in a rematch. This time, he knocked out the legend to pick up the vacant English title. Forget all the motivational Sigma male grindset videos. This sort of ruthlessness is what you need. Tyson, for real, lives up to his last name. One of the main reasons why his opponents despise facing Tyson is his attitude of never giving up.
What's he called now? Braun Strowman over in Saudi Arabia at the Crown Jewel 19. I've been doing little bits and pieces since then, but I'm still waiting to get another bout.
Fury has been through hell in his life. Tyson has been struggling with depression, alcohol addiction, and even weight gain. This phase saw the downfall of the Gypsy King, where he lost all his titles. When many thought Fury's career was out cold, he rose from the ashes, just like he did against Wilder in their first encounter. When life got Tyson with a swift combination, and the count slowly ticked to 10, Tyson chose to go the distance and write his own story. The look on Wilder's face said it all. No one, I repeat, no one ever got up to Wilder's hits like he did, and that one moment encapsulated who Fury is as a fighter, a man of conviction and resilience. But most importantly, when all is said and done, he's the Gypsy King, and that is the real reason why fighters are scared of Tyson Luke Fury.
2 last quick things.
Gypsy King coming back to fight.
Absolutely. 2 last quick things. Would it be at Wembley?
I don't know.